Imagine floating through space, no sound, no wind, just darkness. Then suddenly, clouds the size of entire solar systems appear around you, glowing reds, electric blues, towers of gas stretching for light years. Some of these clouds are creating stars. Others are the remains of stars that exploded, and hidden inside a few, entirely new worlds may eventually form. These giant, beautiful clouds are called nebulae. But what exactly are they? And one question almost nobody asks, how many nebulae actually exist? The answer is far bigger than most people imagine. A nebula is a giant cloud of gas and dust floating in space. But don't picture them as clouds we see here on Earth. They are more like a light fog in the air that you barely notice. Nebulae can stretch dozens, hundreds, even thousands of light years across. Inside them are mostly hydrogen, helium, tiny dust particles, trace elements created inside stars. And despite looking thick and colorful in photos, most nebulae are actually incredibly empty. If you traveled through one, you probably wouldn't even notice. The gas is spread across distances so enormous that the density can be lower than the best vacuum chambers on Earth, making them feel like nothing. But these giant clouds are some of the most important places in the universe, because nebulae are where stars are born, and sometimes where stars go to die. Nebulae form in a few different ways. Type 1. Stellar nurseries. These are the star-forming nebulae. Gravity slowly pulls gas together over millions of years, and eventually, the pressure and temperature become so intense that nuclear fusion begins. A star is born. One famous example is the Orion Nebula. Inside this nebula, there are thousands of young stars and new stars are forming right now. Entire solar systems may be taking shape inside of there. When you look at a nebula, you may actually be seeing what our own solar system looked like billions of years ago. Type 2. Supernova remnants. Stars don't live forever. Massive stars eventually collapse and explode. These explosions are called supernovae. When they explode, they launch huge amounts of material into space. That material spreads outward and creates enormous glowing clouds of particles. One famous example, the Crab Nebula. What you're seeing is the aftermath of a star exploding. This actually happened almost 1,000 years ago and was witnessed by humans. Iron, carbon, oxygen. Many of the elements inside your body were likely created in explosions like these. Type 3. Planetary nebulae. The name is misleading. They have nothing to do with planets. These form when stars similar to our Sun reach the end of life. They shed their outer layers into space, leaving behind a tiny, dense, hot white dwarf burning at over 100,000 degrees Fahrenheit. One of the most famous examples is the Ring Nebula. This could resemble what would happen to our Sun billions of years from now. Nebula photos look unreal. Bright pink, deep blue, golden clouds. But those colors usually aren't exactly what human eyes would see. Many telescope images combine wavelengths of light, including invisible light. Different gases glow differently. Hydrogen often creates reds. Oxygen can appear blue-green. Sulfur can create golden colors. Some images are enhanced to reveal structure our eyes couldn't normally detect. But the structures themselves are real, huge cosmic landscapes hidden in darkness. How many nebula are out there? This is where things become almost impossible to imagine. First, inside our galaxy alone, the Milky Way likely contains tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of nebulae. Astronomers have cataloged thousands, but many remain hidden behind dust. Now zoom out. Astronomers estimate the observable universe contains roughly hundreds of billions to possibly trillions of galaxies. And even if each galaxy only had thousands of nebulae, that would mean there may be quadrillions of nebulae, possibly far more. That number is so large, if you counted one nebula every second, you'd still never finish in a human lifetime. And remember, new nebulae are constantly forming. Old ones are disappearing. Stars are being born. Stars are exploding. The universe is continuously changing. Could nebulae create life? Nebulae themselves aren't alive, but they may create the ingredients for life. Inside nebulae, astronomers have detected water vapor, organic molecules, carbon compounds. These regions may seed future planets, which means before Earth existed, before oceans, before life, our atoms may have once drifted inside a nebula. Carl Sagan once said, "We are made of star stuff," and nebulae are part of that story. The next time you see an image of a nebula, remember, you're not just looking at a cloud. You're looking at a place where stars ignite, where worlds may form, where ancient stars left behind the ingredients for new beginnings. And somewhere out there, inside one of the countless nebulae spread across the universe, another civilization might be looking up, asking the exact same questions. Because out of all the things in space, nebulae may be some of the universe's greatest reminders that creation and destruction never really stop, and we might only be seeing the beginning.